What is blood? Blood is a special connective tissue consisting of a fluid matrix, plasma, and formed elements. Plasma. Plasma is a straw-color viscous fluid constituting nearly 55% of the blood. 90 to 92% of the plasma is water and proteins contribute 6 to 8% of it. Fibrinogen, globulins and albumins are the major proteins. Fibrinogens are needed for clotting or coagulation of blood. Globulins primarily are involved in defense mechanism of the body and the albumins help in osmotic balance. Plasma also contains small amount of minerals like sodium, calcium, magnesium, bicarbonate, chloride, etc. Glucose, amino acids, lipids are also present in the plasma as they are always in transmit in the body. Factors for coagulation or clotting of blood are also present in the plasma in an inactive form. Plasma without the clotting factors is called serum. Erythrocytes, leukocytes and platelets are collectively called formed elements and they constitute nearly 45% of the blood. Erythrocytes. Erythrocytes are red blood cells are the most abundant of all the cells in blood. A healthy adult man has on an average 5 millions to 5.5 millions of RBC per cube of blood. RBCs are formed in the red bone marrow in the adults. RBCs are devoid of nucleus in most of the mammals and are biconcave in shape. They have a red color iron containing complex protein called hemoglobin, hence the color and the name of these cells. A healthy individual has 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin in every 100 ml of blood. These molecules play a significant role in transport of respiratory gases. RBCs have an average lifespan of 120 days, after which they are destroyed in the spleen, graveyard of RBCs. How much hemoglobin present in 100 ml of blood? A healthy individual has 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin in every 100 ml of blood. Leukocytes. Leukocytes are also known as white blood cells as they are colorless due to lack of hemoglobin. They are nucleated and are relatively lesser in number, which averages 6,000 to 8,000 per cubic of blood. Leukocytes are generally short-lived. We have two main categories of WBCs, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Neutrophil, eosinophil and basophil are different type of granulocytes, while lymphocytes and monocytes are the agranulocytes. Neutrophil are the most abundant cells, 60 to 65% of total WBCs, and basophils are the least, 0.5 to 1% among them. Functions of leukocytes. Neutrophils and monocytes are phagocytic cells which destroy foreign organisms entering the body. Basophils secrete histamine, serotonin, heparin and are involved in inflammatory reactions. Eosinophils 2 to 3% resist infections and are also associated with allergic reactions. Lymphocytes 20 to 25% are of two major types, B and T forms. Both B and T lymphocytes are responsible for immune responses of the body. Platelets. Platelets, also called thrombocytes, are cell fragments produced from megakaryocytes, special cells in the bone marrow. Blood normally contains 1.5 lakh to 3.5 lakh platelets per cubic mm of blood. Platelets can release a variety of substances, most of which are involved in the coagulation or clotting of blood. A reduction in their number can lead to clotting disorder, which will lead to excessive loss of blood from the body. Abo grouping. Abo grouping is based on the presence or absence of two surface antigens, chemicals that can induce immune response on the RBCs, namely A and B. Similarly, the plasma of different individuals contain two natural antibodies, proteins produced in response to antigens. The distribution of antigens and antibodies in the four groups of blood A, B, AB and O are given in the table. You probably know that during blood transfusion, any blood cannot be used. The blood of your donor has to be carefully matched with the blood of the recipient before any blood transfusion to avoid severe problems of clumping, that means destruction of RBC. O blood group can be donated to persons with any other blood group and hence O group individuals are called universal donors. Persons with AB group can accept blood from persons with AB as well as the other groups of blood. Therefore, such persons are called universal recipients.